So, what if the biggest thing holding you back wasn't your talent or your resources or even your intelligence, but just the size of your thoughts? In this explainer, we're going to unlock the core secrets of David Schwartz's absolute classic, The Magic of Thinking Big, and show you how expanding your thinking can fundamentally expand your entire world.
The book kicks off with this really interesting puzzle. You have two executives. Both are equally sharp. Both have the same opportunities. But one of them, Harry, just skyrockets to success, while the other guy kind of stagnates. So what was the reason? It wasn't some secret strategy or a higher IQ. The company's vice president laid out the simple, stunning truth. Harry thought 5 times bigger. That's it. That was the whole secret. You know, we're all sort of conditioned to believe that success is all about IQ points. We look at these titans of industry and we just assume they must be geniuses. But Schwartz's research completely flips that idea on its head. It shows that the most successful people, well, they aren't always the ones with the highest intellect. The real deciding factor is something else entirely.
And that brings us to the book's explosive central idea. Your life, your income, your happiness, your achievements, it's all a direct mirror of the size of your thoughts. If you think small, your world stays small. Your thinking literally defines the ceiling of what you can achieve.
But okay, before you can build a bigger mindset, you have to do some demolition work on the foundation of failure. Schwartz identifies this pervasive disease that paralyzes people's potential and just keeps them average. He calls it excusitis, and learning how to cure it is the first critical step.
Excusitis is, well, it's exactly what it sounds like. The disease of making excuses. It's that habit of justifying why you're not making progress. And here's the really insidious part. The more you say an excuse out loud, the more you start to believe it, until that excuse basically solidifies and becomes your reality.
Schwartz points out 4 main types of this disease: blaming your health, your intelligence, your age, or your luck. And as we go through them, just be honest with yourself for a second. Which of these have you maybe used to justify not taking a chance?
Let's just zero in on the intelligence excuse for a second. Schwartz makes such a powerful point with this comparison. A genius with a negative attitude will consistently lose out to a person of average intelligence who is positive and cooperative. Your attitude doesn't just matter a little bit. It's a massive multiplier for your effectiveness.
So here's the bottom line. Your attitude is a way more valuable asset than your IQ. The world's most successful people aren't necessarily the smartest. They're the ones who know how to apply whatever intelligence they have with positivity and drive. And that is the real separator. Okay, so once you've cleared away all those excuses, you're left with this void. So what do you fill it with? You need the high-octane fuel for success, unwavering belief. This is the true engine that drives every single great accomplishment. The book asks us to really think about this. What is the one common ingredient behind all of humanity's most incredible achievements? I mean, from digging tunnels through mountains to launching rockets into space, what is the single, non-negotiable requirement?
And the answer is just that one word: belief. Not hope, not wishing, but a deep, solid conviction that I can do it. That belief is what unlocks the how to do it. See, when you truly believe you can achieve something, your mind immediately gets to work figuring out the steps to make it happen.
Schwartz gives us this brilliant way to visualize what's going on in our heads. Imagine your mind is a factory run by 2 foremen, Mr. Triumph and Mr. Defeat. Mr. Triumph's whole job is to manufacture reasons why you will succeed. Mr. Defeat? He only produces reasons why you'll fail. But here's the crucial part. They are both 100% obedient. Whichever one you give the order to immediately gets to work.
So the secret is to keep Mr. Triumph on the clock, 24/7. And you do this by becoming the manager of your own memory bank. You consciously choose to deposit only positive thoughts. Before you go to sleep, instead of worrying, you withdraw memories of your small victories. Over time, you build up this huge reserve of positive evidence that makes believing in yourself totally automatic.
So, you've cleared the excuses, you're building belief. But what if you don't really feel it yet? This is where Schwartz reveals this fascinating psychological hack. You can actually act your way into feeling confident. Your body can lead your mind, because our emotions often come before our emotions. So here are 5 simple physical actions you can take to build real confidence. 1. Walk 25% faster. That purposeful movement signals importance to your brain. 2. Make it a rule to speak up in every single meeting. 3. Smile. A big, genuine smile. It literally changes your brain chemistry.
4. Make direct eye contact to show you're convicted. And 5. Sit in the front. Confident people don't hide in the back. You act confident, and the feeling will absolutely follow.
All right, so when you start to fuse that internal belief with confident action, something truly transformative starts to happen. Your whole perception of reality shifts. You stop seeing the world just as it is, and you start seeing it for what it could be. This is the power of vision.
There's a classic story that just perfectly illustrates this whole idea. It's about 3 bricklayers, all working on the same wall, doing the exact same physical task. Someone comes along and asks each of them a very simple question. What are you doing?
Now, the first 2 answers are completely grounded in the tedious, present reality. One guy only sees the task. I'm laying bricks. The other only sees the paycheck. I'm making a wage. Their vision is totally limited to the immediate here and now.
But the third bricklayer, his answer changes everything. He sees the bigger picture. He understands he isn't just laying bricks. He's part of something grand, something timeless. He has vision. He's thinking big.
And that's the crucial point. This kind of visualization, this ability to see the cathedral instead of just the brick, it adds value to everything you do. A big thinker sees potential everywhere, in their job, in their relationships, in their community. They aren't stuck in the present. They're busy building the future.
In the end, the magic of thinking big isn't really about changing your circumstances, it's about changing your perception. It's about training your mind to look past the bricks right there in your hand and see the potential that exists. So the final question isn't just for you, it's for all of us. What cathedral are you building?